This is smart online shop, more like an e-commerce. So this is a place where if you have products you actually want to display to the public, you actually want to sell, this is a place where you can actually sell it. So this is a script, a web script, a web application. Now I call this a smart online shop because everything about it it's smart. On the fourth, you can see the products there are more like electronics products. So we've actually integrated everything that is necessary to make this what a very standard online store. You can see everything is actually here. I'll make a purchase so you see exactly how it works. But before going to that, this is the user end. I'll go into the admin end. So now this is the admin end. This is exactly how the admin looks like. You can see most of the details. You can see your page revenue for this month. You can actually calculate what you're actually making. But aside from that, we have the category. The category is just like, for instance, for every product has a category. Under the categories, you can see the categories that we have here: the computers, the audio, the home theater, the laptops. This is exactly how it's actually displayed in the front end. You can actually delete what is pre-existing there and update it to be your own product, the product you have for sale. If you click on add category and say you add your category, then you select icon for that particular category. So every product should be under a particular category. Now we have product. Under the product, I'll click on all products. So you can see the list of all the products that it's currently here. So you can actually create more product by clicking on add product, and you put the name of the products, the category it falls into, then you give it a badge. I'll show you what the badge is. Then you have the SKU, that's the stock keeping unit, the price. In case the price is being changed, you want to give a discounted price, you can actually put the old price and the current price. Then the stock, you can put the description, the short description and the long description. Then there are some information here: the active, on arrival, the bestseller, special offer, and features. If I come to the front end, now this is the front end for any product. For instance, let's say this gaming controller, you can actually click on it, and when it opens, you can see the information, you can see the description. So this is exactly the way it functions. So I will make a demo more and show you more on how it can be managed. Then before that, I don't want to make this so long. We also have the blog section where blogs can be added. You can actually see the available blog posts. Now these are the existing blog posts. You can delete it, you can add, you can edit. So you can add new blog posts. Then for the blog posts, because for every store, you may want to give information to your users, or rather to those visiting your site, to be able to see some information. So that's the essence of this blog. So it's not just an online store. People can actually read what you have to say, read information on what you have to say. So going forward on the admin, we still have the contact message. Now, when the user is contacted through the contact message, if you come to the front end, we have the contact us. From this contact us, the user can actually send message to the admin, and when the message is sent, the admin receives it. Then we also have this address, this map here. So you can put the address of your store. Any address you add under this site settings, any address you add here, you can see the address here is Lagos, Nigeria. And that's why here is Lagos, Nigeria. So there are more to it. Going forward, we also have the newsletter where user receive, the admin receive newsletter from those who want to subscribe for the newsletter. Then we also have the users where the admin can see the list of all the users that are on the platform. Then we also have the settings. Under the settings, you can see the general settings, the logo settings, where you can change the logo to put your own logo. This is current logo there now. So we have the SMTP settings, that's for emails. Then we have the theme setting. The theme setting is something very special about it. Looking at it now on the fourth, let me come back to the home. You can see how it looks. It's currently blue and white, so this is the light version. If you come to the admin and change the site theme to the dark version and click on save, when you click on save and you come back to the front end, then if I reload You can see it's now using the dark version. It's now on the dark version. Now, for those that prefer the dark version, you can actually switch and use the dark version. So with this, it's more like having two different things in one. So the admin set which of the version they actually wanted to operate on. So going forward, I'll change it back to the light version. For me, I prefer the light version. So we also have the shipping settings. Under the shipping set, you can see the flat rate of 30. Let's say it's 30 naira. Let's say we can use something like this. Let's say its flat rate is 5,000. Let's say the flat rate for every fee. Now I'll save. Sorry, it must be number. Let's say it's 5,000. Then if I come back to the front end, if I come back to the front end and I click on home, you can see it has changed to 5,000. Now you're asking which of the currency, this currency dollar sign, where is it actually coming from? Now, under the settings, under the general settings, this is where any currency you want. This is where you select your currency. You put the currency. If you want it to be in Naira, you want it to be in USD, you want it to be in pounds or whatever. This is where you set your currency. Now we have the links for your social media. Then let me make this thing faster. Under the payment gateway, we have the pay on delivery. Then for the pay on delivery, you can just put your instruction. Then we also have the PayPal payment. For the PayPal payment, just put your PayPal email. It's not actually automatic. You put your PayPal email. Then the bank transfer, you put your bank details and the user will see it during payment. Then for the crypto payment, now this is you can actually click here to manage coin and add your crypto coin wallet details so it can be paid. And after it has been paid, you can see the order. From here you see the list of all orders. No order is there currently. You see the pending, process and the complete. So once any order comes in, you can actually change the action of the order. Then we have the site CMS. Under the site CMS, now this is where you edit every information on the front end. For instance, you want to edit information about the about. So you come to about CMS. These are the informations on the about. So for instance, let's go to the about page. Under the about page, all this information that are written here, you can actually edit it, even change the images to the images that suit your own business. So if you come, these are the images. You can click on browse and select your image. So moving forward, I'll come back to the home, then I'll come to the front end, then from the front end I'll come to the home. Then we have the categories here. You can actually search for product here. So what we do now is we try to buy this camera lens. But before buying, there's aside from the add to cart, which is this, we also have this, which is wish list, and this is to view. If you click on the wish list, you must be logged in. And to do a lot of things, you must be logged in. So if someone just visit your site and the person want to purchase something, definitely he might not have an account. So let's click on this. Now this is the product, right? Now this is the product. So the person can click on buy now or add to cart. You can see nothing is on the cart. So if it's add to cart, you can see there is one item on the cart. You can click on buy now to purchase immediately. You can still come here and select the cart from here. Then from here you can actually complete your payment. Now you can proceed to checkout. Now for you to purchase, you must be a member. So what do? You have to log in. You click on here to log in. Now to log in, I already created a user called user at example.com. Then we have the password. Then we log in. Now the user has been logged in. When the user logs in, you can see the address. This is the address. So user can actually create more address, then select which address he wants to use for the payment. So you can always come back to the cart. Now from the cart, you can proceed. Now from here, this is the current user address. So you can just, this has been selected. If the user has multiple address, the multiple address will display here. Then you select which of the address you want the shipment to go through. Then after that, you can proceed or you can create a new address from here. Now there are payment methods. You can see the payment, the camera lens, this is the cost, the subtotal. Remember there is a shipping of 5,000. Now this is the total. Now the total is the subtotal plus the shipping. So this is payable total. This is what the user is meant to pay. So we have the payments, activated payment. It's bank payment, payment on delivery, PayPal, Bitcoin, and Ethereum. Okay, now if I come back to the admin, if I come to the admin and come to the payment gateway, now the payment gateway, let me say for instance, I don't want PayPal to be there. You can see it's activated. I can deactivate it and click on save. Also, I don't want, let's say I don't want bank transfer to be there. I can deactivate this and click on save. So if I come back to the front end and I reload, you can see bank transfer and PayPal are no longer there. We now have the payment on delivery and Bitcoin. So let's say payment on delivery, then click on proceed. Under proceed, you click on place order. You can see the details. This details was entered in the admin. So you can proceed. Or you can come to the crypto. For instance, you want to pay with Bitcoin, you click on proceed. Click on proceed. Now, this is the wallet address that the admin entered. So the user can actually copy the wallet address or scan the QR code of the wallet. Then if there's any payment information, proof of payment, they can upload it here and they will place order. So there must be a proof of payment. Let's use this. Then place order. You can say payment successful. Now the payment has been successful. If the admin come here and reloads, then if they come to order, all order, you can see the payment that we just made now. So when you click on it, so you can view payment, you can actually view the payment, or you can now change the status. When the status is changed, the user receives a mail, so you can change it to processing completed or cancelled. Then the payment, you can also change the status of it. Then if for instance you change it to completed for the status, the payment, let's say it's paid, when you've received the payment, then you can now click on update. Now when you update and you come back to the order, all order, you can see the status has been changed to completed. And if you want to sort for completed status, you come here, click on completed, you see that this is one of the completed status. So there is more to it. I will drop the link to the demo so you can always go and play around it. This is the user dashboard. On the user dashboard, the dashboard, the profile, the billing address, they can actually see their purchases. They can see everything that they've purchased. Then we have the shop that is going back to the shop. So this is exactly what we have for you. I hope you like this one. Thank you.